Good morning, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Tea Time. Today on Tea Time, we're going to talk about a thing that I got in the thing, so let's check it out right now. This thing that has been gotten in the thing says, "Hello, JaKaTaK. I contacted you for potential ideas on your video. However, I did not think this was worth actually emailing about. This might be a bit lengthy. I apologize in advance. I really enjoy your show, Tea Time. I've watched it for about 5 months. I saw that you're looking to extend your channel from StarCraft into other things. I think that you could easily expand into teaching music-related things and get a solid amount of viewers. I learned percussion music while in school. However, I have graduated and moved to the guitar and had to teach myself. It was very difficult, as every teacher on YouTube seems to be either old and outdated, teaching regimented learning schedules of scales for many hours a day, which is not viable for many of us, or give you half of the information you're looking for and expect you to buy the other half from their website. This discouraged me and many people from guitar and music in general because it is hard to teach yourself. Agreed. I, however, eventually was able to get some of the basics down all right. However, many of my friends quit early on because they could not afford lessons and could not find real information. I can tell from your music parodies, which I enjoy quite, that you certainly know basics of music theory, voice training, and guitar. That is true. I think you could be a major help as a teacher of sorts on YouTube and get people started, as well as you could charge for intermediate and higher level lessons, which people like myself would be interested in. I think it could be beneficial and give your channel a new audience and would possibly even expose more people to StarCraft. Cross-pollination. I just hatched this idea, thought I would share. Of course, use your judgment, and I am open to the possibility this is a terrible idea and that I am very wrong. Thanks for reading. Greatly enjoy your videos. Look forward to more Tea Time and StarCraft related things. Jersey2. Thanks, Jersey2. That's an awesome idea. But of course, we must confer with the collective noun that the viewers of the JaKaTaK are. We're going to table that. All of you, what do you think? I went to school. I went to Rhode Island College for music. I graduated with a BA in music. My instrument was voice. So I do know quite a bit about classic vocal technique. I didn't do much jazz. Any jazz? I didn't do any jazz in school. I did jazz stuff for fun. And I did a lot of a cappella stuff. I did a lot of vocal harmony stuff. So that's kind of like my background in music. I've been playing guitar since like high school, and I'm a hack guitar player. Let's be clear here. Like, I can play chords and mess around, but basically for me, the guitar has always been like something that I can do while I'm singing. Like, to me, singing and writing poetry and writing lyrics has always been really what I love. That's as far as like music goes, like that's my passion. That's what I love to do. So guitar has always been sort of like a vehicle to get me there. Like something like, okay, I can play guitar basically so I can get up and do an open mic and sing about an idea that I have or you know, a poem that I wrote or something like that. I can sing it. So I did teach guitar for like 7 years. I do know enough to teach the basics of guitar. I do really, really like music theory. I'd love to get back into doing that. Actually, just so that you know that I'm not faking, this is actually good. Let me show you something. My monitor is resting. Oh, that's a capo. These are guitar picks. My monitor is resting on A New Approach to Sightseeing, Jeet Kune Do, which is cool. International Phonetic Alphabet for Singers. 26 Italian songs and aria, and then Alfred's Basic Piano Lesson 2. And these are like more piano exercises. I did do a lot of piano stuff. I tried to be a piano person. I tried to be a piano major, which is crazy. Like in the middle, like all the teachers were like, no, you can't do it. I was like, I'll work really hard. And they're like, eventually I just made them cave in. Like, all right, cool. You know, take lessons, try it, work hard, and we'll see where you are in like a year. And I made it about 6 months of like 4 to 6 hour a day practice, and I got pretty decent. was able to play a lot of the songs that I really, really like Chopin, Etude in E minor. It's like really simple, but it's super beautiful. And Moonlight Sonata has always been. I've been trying to play that song pretty much my whole life, and I got to that point while I was in college. I was just practicing really hard, and I even performed it one time, and it was really cool for me. But basic stuff, super basic. So as far as like I played a lot of drum set too, and I played bass. I play a lot of instruments. But all like that, if you've never played bass before, I can help you out. If you've been playing bass for a year and you practice every day, you're probably beyond me, that kind of a thing. But as far as voice, I can go pretty deep, and I know a lot of stuff about that, about technique and proper singing and sight singing and things like that. So that's the stuff that I know. I've been thinking about this a while, and it would be really cool to do some, I don't know, like do some backing tracks and give you like the scale, like, okay, play these notes and I'll play the rhythm and then you can, improvise, which when I was teaching guitar lessons, the first thing I would do, the absolute first thing I would do when teaching guitar is, show a person how to play a single note. And say, okay, this is how you hold your hand. You put your finger down. This is your single note, and you pick it, right, with the other hand. And then I would say, all right, that is the root of the key that I'm going to play in, and you are going to play a guitar solo with one note. And that was the very, very absolute very first thing. I was like, congratulations, you have now done a guitar solo. And it'd be like, some people who thought that was funny would laugh and then, sort of be nice. But the point is, I always sort of approach guitar, learning guitar from the idea of like having fun, like having expression in music, and not just learning scales over and over again. And not just like, all right, this is a song, learn this song. Okay, this is another song, learn this song. It's like learning songs to teach guitar, for me, is like learning build orders to teach StarCraft. It's effective, but it was never fun for me. It was never really fun for me. So I always sort of took it from the other direction, and I really liked, jazz, improvisation, and stuff like that. That was really where I liked to be at. And fortunately, there's a shit ton of guitar teachers out there that are just teaching people songs, and so if you want that, they're everywhere. Like, there's song guides all over the place. So maybe I could provide something that's a little bit different. And especially since I didn't realize this, I assumed, right? My assumption is that there are tons of free learn to play guitar resources. Like, what? Guitar? That's like the instrument that everybody knows how to play. Like, everybody and his brother knows how to play a G chord. And like, oh yeah, it's just like, yes, I want to be more attractive to females, so I learned guitar, which was originally the reason why I learned how to play guitar. Just let's be honest with ourselves. That's the reason why I did it. And then I ended up really liking it and moving on. But also the reason why I started playing StarCraft. No, I played StarCraft because I was 10 years old and it was a video game and it looked really fun. That's why I started playing StarCraft. But yeah, so this has been a fun little tangent, eh? So what do you think? Do you think we should make a separate channel, which is always what I'm very much, almost always against. Like, another channel? No, let's not do a different channel. Because it separates everyone, And like, people come for music and maybe they say, oh, StarCraft, I really like these music tutorials. Maybe I can finally get into StarCraft with these StarCraft tutorials, or Hearthstone, or whatever. Like, people come for the League of Legends, but they stay for the StarCraft. I haven't made any League of Legends content yet, but we'll see what happens. But yeah, so that whole cross-pollination, bringing people, together for different things, is always sort of what I want to do, but I'm still afraid of it with music. because it's like, at least video games, it's all kind of in the same genre, but music is like, that's a whole other thing. And I think actually StarCraft and music are very similar. Specifically, I don't know about the other games, but StarCraft and music are very, very similar. The way that I approach StarCraft and music is the same, actually. So, you know, why StarCraft and music are the same by JaKaTaK, you know, and have a video on that maybe. I don't know. So what we're looking for, what I'm looking for, video ideas. Do you think it should be a separate channel or not a separate channel? And, one other thing. I did mention someone said something about one of the music parodies and they asked if I did other music stuff or something like that. I write a lot of music. I have, okay. We're gonna do this again. We're taking a trip. Here's the microphone. These are pretty much full of music. Those notebooks. And then see the notebooks on the, not the left side, but the right side? Those are pretty much full of music. Songs, poetry, stuff like that. I write a stupid amount of music. And 99% of it is really bad. In my opinion, right? That's 99% of it. I think there is a small percentage of it that is good. Like the music and poetry that I write, that I think is like, I'm okay with being like, okay, what do you all think about this? And I've even considered just like playing it all out, putting it all out on the internet and just like getting torn apart and being like, oh my God, so emo, blah, blah, blah. You know, cause there's like stuff in these notebooks that's from like when I was a freshman in high school, you know, and just like being really sad and lonely and like, you know, the nerd and not having too many friends and things like that. You know, like, just this really just super, like high school, you know, describes it really well. Stuff. And it's like, do I ever want to have that see the light of day? Ever? It's probably not. Mildly embarrassing and definitely really terrible. Well, who knows? Maybe it's interesting. But yeah, so, music stuff. And that would be like music tutorials and stuff. And also like me music stuff. Like, do you want to hear music that I've written and that I've performed and that I like a lot? You know? Do you want to hear the music that I think is garbage and stuff like that? Yeah, a lot of discussion going on. But the title of it is going to be called like, it's going to be Tea Time 70, whatever it is. Music. So, yeah, and obviously we have the music parodies that are going to be coming out. I'm so excited, guys. I'm so excited for the music parodies that are coming out because they are going to be awesome. Nice username. If you haven't seen Nice Username on Reddit, is doing the video editing. So he's going to find like the video clips that are appropriate and funny and interesting and put them he's going to basically make the whole visual part of the video. I'm doing most of the writing and the recording of the vocals. And then we have Incognito TV and, some other person who hasn't gotten back to me in a long time. And so I don't remember their name, but they may be also working on some, stuff and maybe do some stuff with Tempo and potentially Maximus Black. Once I have a concept, I'm working on a jam that I think Maximus is going to like a lot. And I'm going to put it together. I'm going to present it to him and say, hey, do you want to do a couple of lines for this? Because I think you would like it, you know, and he might be like, yeah, or he might be like, no. But yeah. Oh my God. So, music is a giant topic, and this is a giant video, as it ought to be. Please fill the comments section with all of your comments, and let's have a giant big discussion about what I'm going to do with music on this channel, and if I'll be making another channel for music stuffs. That's all. See you later.